What's good, my G's? Your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers in the house. How you doing? How you living? How you gaming? Of course, you already know G stands for Gamers. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribed to us, rocking out with us. You guys already know Team IGZ. What up? You guys are down with the squad. For everyone just coming to the channel for the first time, I say us, I say we, because there is a little gang of us, a little crew of us, little clan of us, whatever you want to say. It is me, Snow, which is technically the PlayStation voice on this channel. Not a fanboy. Still a consumer first. Then you got the Microsoft whore Uncle Rizza, who is exactly that. And then you got Nigel, who's slowly but surely becoming the PC evil Master Race guy. And not saying Master Race is evil, but this guy is becoming evil. And there's a few more of us, Dante and Neff, and you'll see. There's a bunch. There's a little bit. So rock out with us. Give us a subscription. 10 videos. We do a little of this, a little of that, but we do as much gaming as possible. Alright, so yeah. Moving on to the topic of the video, I saw this little article come across my Google Now feed, baiting me into clicking into some site. Shout out to GameRevolution.com, and an article written by Jonathan Leak. Sorry if I chopped your name up. He wrote this article yesterday, December 7th. Today is the 8th. And he's basically saying that Rainbow Six Siege isn't selling well and it deserves better. Off the headline alone, I fully agreed. I had my points in my head that I wanted to make, and I wanted to stress to you guys that we said this in the past, that we had a feeling that Rainbow Six wasn't going to do too well for various reasons, and some of the reasons I'm gonna just call him JL said in his article, you know what I mean? And the number one reason is the lineup, where this game is placed inside of the lineup, and not just the lineup of what games that came out for gaming season 2015, but more importantly, the type of games that come out. I mean, it's one thing to try to make yourselves in and out and around any Call of Duty game, but it's another thing to have the marketing hype train of Star Wars hanging around. And it's only and Star Wars was met with some weird but arguably understandable backlash for people who realize that the game doesn't have a campaign. Fast forward, this game doesn't have a campaign. Rainbow Six does not has a campaign. There is 10+1 situations that helps you get into the game, helps you understand the game, understand some of the characters, but there still is no campaign. Is there a co-op feature that you can lone wolf? Yes, there is. There's a terrorist hunt mode where you can either play with strangers or your friends or play by yourself. And then there's two types of the multiplayer mode, which is, for everybody, and then the other one is ranked. For someone who is a fan of the Rainbow Six brand, you know that you want the campaign, and this is probably the first game to not give you that. And what's weird is because they got Idris Elba advertising for it. They got oh my god, Angela Bassett, who's doing not only her faces in there, but her voice is in there as well. So you would think that that's a setup for something great, and she's being used as I forget what we call it, as a bumper before certain situations and certain things. And someone that's high profile as her might not have been necessarily needed. I love, as someone that's black, I'm sorry to throw that in there, I love to see her in that, but I kind of think that brought a lot of attention to this game that wasn't needed, since there is no campaign. You get what I'm saying? I would say make her the new woman inside the Hitman game, but that's just me. I know that's Ubisoft and that's Square Enix, but that's just me, right? So anyway, they said that Mr. Jonathan JL was saying that that Ubisoft is anticipating 7 million units sold, and it's only sold about 76 units in the country, because this is a UK article that I think he's writing from in the latest UK sales ranks. And wherever the link that he has, it says that it was in 6th place, and by the time I'm checking it, it's not on the 6th place. It's been slipped around. Call of Duty is at 6th place right now. Actually, no, Call of Duty is up. Both the Xbox One and the PS4, with the Xbox One ahead of the PS4, which I expect. No matter how many more PlayStation is sold in the Xbox One is ahead of it. So Xbox version is 12, the PlayStation version is 13. Call of Duty PS4 and X1 is in that order 3 and 4. Star Wars for the PS4, which I expected, and is number 2, and FIFA is number 1. You know, you got games that come out every year. FIFA, Call of Duty, you're not beating them. You get what I'm saying? 2K slipped down on this week because it's 2K. You probably had that already. But with Just Cause being out, Just Cause is ahead of it, and because Just Cause gives you so much what these gamers call bang for the buck, and I'm not gonna argue that, because I do not feel one way. I don't feel like bang for a buck should be based on what everything is, and this is the reason why we're getting a lot of open world games and games that get unnecessary features that shouldn't have it. And that's looking at honestly, that's looking at what you call it, what game was that? Assassin's Creed back in the days. Like, I don't think that needed a multiplayer aspect of it, and now it's all in there. They shove it down your throat. But you know, you look at these other charts. You know, on the, I got some game.co.uk chart that I'm looking at, and you know, Rainbow Six is number 19 for PS4, and on the Xbox One it's number 1 in the UK. And I get that, you know, because Rainbow Six is such huge, and the Vegas fans, you know, they want that campaign in there, and in a way I always like a campaign, but you know, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers running around, Mr. Hindsight 2020s. Oh, the campaign sucked, they should have just focused on the multiplayer. Well, back it up to Titanfall. Oh man, there's no campaign. I don't know why I'm playing the game. You just don't win. You don't win. That's why you gotta stick to your guns and do what you got to do. Now, in my opinion, there is no other game on the market for consoles, unless you still playing Counter-Strike Go on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. There's no game on the market where we're doing what we're doing. You get what I'm saying? This is a very, very, very heavily tactic game that requires players, or emphasizes on communicating with your players, communicating with people on your team. Shout out to you Xbox dudes who play games by yourself inside of a party by yourself. Like, you guys should just go kill yourself. In fact, I wish red rings of death on you. And then, you know, you got the PC guys who definitely love tactical shooters, which is why Counter-Strike Go is still the number 1 top 5 most popular game. Not the number 1, but top 5 most popular game in the world. You get what I'm saying? Rainbow Six Siege definitely did well, because you never heard anybody bitching about a campaign in Counter-Strike. And honestly, I think you only hear it if they bring it to console, where you get my fellow console brethren bitching about such a thing. And it's so funny, because no matter what, if you do it, if you don't, 1 or 2 motherfuckers got something extra to say. Do I think the game deserves better sales? Yes. I had a few people call me and was like, yo, what's up with the Rainbow Six Siege? I heard it isn't this, I heard it isn't that. And first thing I asked them is, do you play the campaign in your Call of Duty? And they say no. I said, then shut the fuck up. Then I asked them another question. Did you buy Battlefield? They said, yeah. I said, did you play the multiplayer, or did you play the campaign, or did you play both of your Battlefield? They said, I only played the multiplayer. And I told him, as well as his girlfriend, to shut the fuck up. So if you're not going to play the campaign, and I don't care if you might decide to do that. Yeah, you're right. But how long has Battlefield 4 been out? How long has you been buying Call of Duties and you not been playing the campaign? You guys are the multiplayer crowd. You're the third of the people who buy the games anyway, just for multiplayers. These people do exist. Do I think this game will deserve better? I do think so. It's very solid. It's something different. If you're tired of respawning and dying and you actually give a shit about your life, then yeah, you're gonna buy this and you're gonna buy into what it says. I've done other videos talking about the season pass and all that shit, and so far so good. you don't really need none of that shit from what I've been seeing. I mean, I'm doing the situations mode and I got enough to, I almost have enough to clear out one entire unit. I think each unit has 4 soldiers that you could buy, 2 offensive, 2 defensive. I got enough money where I can clear out a whole unit. So, you know, take that how you feel. But yeah, I do agree with Jonathan Liak. I just took another stab at his name. Hopefully I got it right. That this game needs more attention. I have a feeling that it's gonna pick up due to Best Buys, buy 2 get 1 free, and I have a strong feeling that this game will sell more between January and mid-February, and you know, we'll see. But until then, I will be enjoying it. Shout out to everybody that's picked it up. Let me know how you feeling it so far, and holla at me. Your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers, and I'm out. Peace.